my hips. Hey y'all, happy Monday. Happy Monday, happy Monday, happy Monday. We got some unboxings and we're just gonna chat. And yeah, it's Monday. Let's get into it. Alright, this first box, I'm not sure. I did get this ring earlier. It's so cute. So cute. Getting ready to go on vacation later this week. I'm super excited because I'm taking my whole family. What a blessing. A t-shirt. A free t-shirt. We always love a free t-shirt. It's fun. Thank you for that. And now we got this. How's everyone doing? Happy Monday. Hi there. Just unboxing and hanging out with y'all. Happy Monday. Ooh, we got lots of goodies. All right. So my sister, she splurges on me with her HSA. It's a bunch of stuff. So these are like late Christmas gifts. I got these. She got me these headbands. Me and my sister always like get stuff for each other. So like she got me like these beautiful headpieces that I'll be wearing around the house. Oh, I love this color. This is fun. Hello. Oh, I like this a lot. Some African brand, I can't remember. But we got that. She got me some fiber gummies because I need that. I got a La Roche-Posay cleanser. Shout outs to my sister for taking care of me. Lots and lots of honey pop. I don't need to say anymore. And then finally, she got me this, which I'm really excited about. Thank you. Thank you. They're a little old. La Roche-Posay is the GOAT. I love to get it when I'm in Paris, but you know, I don't mind getting it for free either. Take your fiber. I'm not a dietitian, but I will say that. Okay, and this is the last thing here. This is a special treat. If anybody can recognize the label there. I'm not gonna do that to y'all. Anyways, y'all ready for this? This is so gorgeous. I'm so excited. Yee! Look at this koi handbag. It is absolutely fabulous. Now, Koi is a Ghanaian American. She's like an influencer who turned jewelry maker. I actually have some earrings by her and now bags. And so she got me this bag, which I think is absolutely beautiful. And I will be taking on my trip. It's like a little coin purse. I absolutely love it. Look at the detail there. Absolutely beautiful. That's it. That's the unboxing there. So this is the final piece, and it comes with this beautiful cloth protector bag or whatever. So I'm super excited about this. And like I said, I got this ring as well, so That's Monday's unboxing from all the shopping last week and stuff like that. What's up with y'all? Yeah, she does have good taste. That's my twin sister, so I'd like to think we have similar taste, and so that's why we look out for one another in that way. How's everyone doing this Monday? I just got a message from my mom, which I need to check. Might as well take a fiber gummy while I have it. How's everyone's weekend? What are y'all up to? What's new? What's good? What's keeping you afloat? Oh, this is a reminder. Go use your HSA benefits. HSA, FSA. You can buy things like this. You can pay for therapy. At work, thinking about content. What type of content are you trying to make? I actually was recording something earlier. Listen, I don't know if I told y'all this, but I got the DJI Pocket Osmo, and I absolutely love this camera. I love this camera. It is so convenient. It's definitely coming on my trip with me. I love this. So I recorded some stuff earlier that I'm going to edit later on. For me, I try to post around 5, 6, 7. Actually, Mondays around 8 p.m. because that's when I find to notice the highest engagement. Even though TikTok is changing a lot, the engagement or the algorithm is just, it ain't what it used to be. What content do you make, Cedric? Cooking, fitness with sprinkle of Haitian comedy. Awesome. Do you make Haitian food? Thank you so much. I'm smacking on this candy a lot. Okay. Huh? TikTok is so weird. I just got a warning because I showed y'all all these products and now they won't promote me or my live to other people. The new owners of TikTok are super annoying. They're killing the app. They want me to tell you guys go shop in the TikTok shop. I don't even shop in the TikTok shop. Let's see here. Of course, you should check out my page. I will. I certainly will. Let me see if I can jump on right now. Y'all give me a second. My mom is calling me. Yeah, ma. Zip code. My zip code is 3. Let me. Sorry, I'm on. I just texted to you because I'm on live. I don't want people to know my address. Okay. 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 Moi, 30094. 30094. Sorry about that, y'all. My mom was calling me. So, what is up? What are we building? Any social workers in the house? Any counselors in the house? Any therapists, MFTs, anything like that in the house? I'm here for you all. Let's talk. I'm here for everybody, but I love to talk to my community. Oh, we got an LCSW MWR therapy. How are you today? Welcome, welcome, welcome. How can I be of assistance? Like I feel like I put out a lot of content out there. I want to be super helpful to you all, or continue rather being super helpful. So I'd like to know what type of content to continue making, what can be helpful. Obviously, between paid, what I'm paid to do versus like what I could do um, online for free. So, hello, I'm a social worker. I'm using my son's account on TikTok. Awesome, welcome. Do we need to apply to accept insurance again? If we have it through Grow? If you did it through Grow, that means your contract. You would need to re-credential outside of Grow Therapy to be able to accept the practice outside of Grow, right? So when you do these mental health platforms like Grow, Herd, Rula, and things like that, they credential you under their organization, under their group practice. If you think about it, these are massive group practices, and so they credential you under there, and so they use their MPI. They use their group MPI and then your individual MPI. And so all I have to say is that you will have to panel with the insurances on your own. I always encourage people to do it on the side. That way, if you decide you no longer want to be on the platforms, you're not. You can have a smooth transition over. And we want our own practice. What do you mean you want your own practice? Do you have a group practice right now? You have your own individual practice? What's the current setup right now in the business model? You're welcome. I'm going through Simple Practice. Oh, so Simple Practice is credentialing you. Yeah, I saw that initiative they launched about last month that they have this new initiative where they're going to panel you. Can I post you? Can I post you my website? Can you send me your website if you want to? What would you like for me to do with the website? But yeah, Simple Practices launched that initiative. I can't say how I know, but I can tell you that there are some really good competitors coming out, including Auto Notes. I know we think of it right now only as just AI documentation, and it's going to be so much more, including um, paneling and some other things I won't say, but look out for that. And it's the most affordable thing on the market, I would say, as therapists. You could post your website here, absolutely. What states do you serve? What population do you work with? Let the people know who you are. TikTok is so freaking annoying. What is it called? The program you just listed? It's called Auto Notes AI. I'm in California, I only serve California. That's awesome. I'm licensed in California as well. Huge state, lots of needs. Depending on the county that you're in, that's also another opportunity to work with the county to get more clients in. That's awesome. Sacramento. Okay. Yeah, if you'd like to leave your website down below if you want, that's totally up to you. If anybody like needs a therapist out there, I'm a forensics worker at the state hospital. Awesome, awesome. That's really good experience right there. Do you grow up in Haiti? No, I didn't grow up in Haiti, but I always went every summer with my mom and my family. She made sure we went every summer. We spent at least a month or two there. So I'm not one of those Haitian Americans that's never been to Haiti. I've been to Haiti multiple times. We have two houses there. I'm very deeply connected with Haiti. I do the practice part time. That's a great split. Like having the full time job and then doing the practice on the side, or vice versa. I think one of the things we talked about last week was like diversifying, as we don't feel stuck and we have a variety of options to avoid to leverage our experience and our expertise. Thank you. Yeah, so drop your website if anybody's in California looking for a therapist. Let the people know, like, What specialty, what population, or anything they should know about you in particular? Yeah, being a therapist full time definitely is burnout prone. I don't know how people do it, but I couldn't do it. I'm not one of those people. Oh, awesome! So, do you have the veteran owned designation on your business? Because I think that could help qualify you for a lot of grants, a lot of a lot of pools of money that are out there that are specifically designated for women, women owned business, veteran owned business. So I think if you haven't looked into that, I think you should definitely do that. I'm watching your videos on YouTube right now. Oh, awesome. I don't think I've made a video talking about that, but I think you should definitely look into that. Become a veteran owned business, a certified veteran owned business, because you qualify for so much more, like low interest business loans, things like that. Like if you were interested in expanding or looking at different options out there for yourself, I would if I was a veteran, I would have I would definitely do that. And women owned helps. If you I don't know if you're a minority or Latina, it's a whole process. I would kind of reach out to your let me see real fast. Veteran business certification. I wonder. So the SBA, Small Business Administration, is an entity of the government. They have a specific track for veteran small business certification. I would reach out to them and go through that process. It can help your business, like literally, like if you were in a race for people like applying for a grant and they saw your application, you had the certified veteran owned business, like they to like give you preference because of that, right? Because a lot of these organizations or a lot of these like big entities, they have to keep a certain number of um recipients or applicants or like spaces for like veteran owned businesses, minority owned businesses. And so like you have, I wouldn't say it's a preference, but like you have a substantial ability to get or obtain things like that. So I would definitely look into that. What name are you under on YouTube? So my name on YouTube is, I don't even remember. Let me look. It's Anim Aweh 5. So my first and last name, one word, 5. I'm on YouTube. Definitely check me out on YouTube. TikTok might mute me again. Who knows? But check me out on there. And if there are things that you want to see more long form content videos about, definitely let me know. I like to create useful videos. I posted a video earlier this week, or last week rather, or later last week, about how to pitch as a social worker, because that's one of the questions I get all the time. Like, how do you pitch? How do you pitch? You know, I want this opportunity, but I don't know how to pitch. So check out if you're interested in kind of looking at alternative options. Don't be sorry. Thank you for even asking. Okay, thank you. I'm service connected disability as well. Well, listen, make sure you get everything you're entitled to. I used to work in eligibility at the VA, so like, make sure you go through that process and um, don't get discouraged. Number one, because I understand how frustrating it can be and overwhelming. But number two, everything you are due and owed, make sure you get that. That's all. Speaking of which, I gotta pay my credit card bill. Okay, so SBA, Small Business Administration, is an entity through the federal government, but they specifically have a wing for veterans that can help you get certified as a veteran-owned business. I'm gonna go a call with you for the end of the month. Cool. I am going on vacation Thursday. I'll be gone for 2 weeks, and then I'm coming back, and I'm going to a company retreat for like a week. And so basically, I'll be back the first week of February. But my calendar, just in case, planning around that. if you're really trying to expand as a social worker, as a clinician, as a therapist, whatever, in this business, use those certifications to help you qualify for like special grants, for special RFPs out there. Not special, but like you get preferential treatment in a sense when you do apply under those designations. Like I knew a lady, she wasn't a psychologist, but she got her PhD in something. And I think her background was she had a master's in counseling. State of California prison systems was looking for somebody to train their staff in all these various clinical models and tools. And every contract she got it because she was a veteran owned business, right? Every contract with every prison in the state. Can you imagine that? She never has to practice therapy a day in her life again. You can find me. Let me see. I'm on my page right now. It's not the prettiest. Let me see. Oh, how do I flip my camera? Y'all give me a second. I don't know how to flip my camera. Oh, that's my YouTube right there. There it is. That's me. So hopefully you find it. But yeah, no, like every prison in California, she's the head trainer. Let's say I'm being generous. Let's say you welcome, the let's say I'm being generous. They say, okay, we're gonna give you $30,000. One prison in California, right? We need you to come and do this training. She can then subcontract, and that's what she was doing. So it was subcontracting people like me and other therapists to do the trainings for her. So she didn't have to work a day in her life, really. She would just have us do it. And so like that's one prison, $30,000, right? Let's say we times that by five. That's $15,000, right? And she's not working. Other people are doing the work for her. She might sign the certificate at the end, but that's the extent to it, right? So that's what I mean about working smarter and not harder, right? And so she leveraged the veteran-owned business um, certification to ensure that she qualified and can get those, and the rest is history. So like that's how you play this game, and like you make more money doing less work. What was I gonna do? I was gonna pay my credit card. That's what I was gonna do. Yes, but those are the type of things that we talk about in my one. Well, we can talk about anything. And one of the things that I'm working on is trying to get a similar workbook together for like social workers and therapists to kind of help guide you in case maybe you don't want to book the one to one. Maybe you don't want to be in the group coaching situation. And so I'm working on trying to get one of these done. We'll see, hopefully, in the next 3 months, Q2, top Q2, get that done. What do you love doing the most? Me and my homegirl went to breakfast the other day, or not the other day, like 2 weeks ago, the day after New Year's or day before New Year's. Anyways, and she just like something that she said to me was just like, you literally get to do whatever you want every day. And I'm just like, yeah, you know what? I do. And I think right now the thing that I love doing the most is like this contract that I have with this company, this tech company. I love doing that. Like I love being a product manager. I love seeing things from start to finish. I love developing, pitching new ideas, and seeing it kind of go from an idea to a full blown model or full blown product and a full blown tool, and kind of watching the the growth cycle around that, right? And like every week I meet with the engineers. The engineers are like showing me all the things, how they basically brought the product to life, and getting my feedback on it, right? They're engineers, so they know it from an engineer and a tech standpoint, but they don't understand the clinical value behind it. They don't understand the practical use of it in a clinical setting. And so that's where I come in. And so like working together with all these professionals is just really, really awesome. And I think that's the thing that I love the most, is that every day No 2 days really look alike per se, unless like I still have a small therapy caseload. I think I have about 5, 6 people, which I'm grateful for because they're all awesome and they're all people that I really love working with. But for the most part, I think I love this. I'm just super excited about this contract and just excited about different ways that it can continue to grow and it can be mutually beneficial, not just for them and not just for me, but like how can we both support each other in growing. And so like I'm really close with the CEOs, luckily. And but I didn't it's not because I'm close with them that's why I've gotten this far. I think it's because they've seen the value that I've contributed early on. I've been taking notes during my client sessions, then having AI summarize my type notes. Yeah, so Auto Notes does the same thing so that, if you feel comfortable, there's different levels, if I could say, of like how you want to generate notes. And so I think I love the customization behind that. Thank you. What can I do with the LMSW? It depends on your state. Um, I would, when I was an associate license, even though I was in California, we didn't have LMSWs. We had an ASW. I was an ASW when I was an associate. That's it. I worked at the hospitals. I worked at Kaiser was like the big thing, right? Kaiser Permanente was like the hospital I wanted to get into because it it paid the best. Number one, Kaiser medical social workers probably were the highest paid medical social workers in the country, or at least that was the case when I was there. And so that's what I wanted to do, and that's what I did. I didn't get in because applying is not easy. Like your resume can get screened out really fast. So I got in through a contract initially, and because I did such a great job through the contract, they offered me the full-time position. And so I worked at the hospitals, and then I did private practice a little on the side, but it wasn't my main thing. You want independence. Independence, it's hard because you're an LMSW, right? You still technically are required to have a clinical oversight from a licensed independent and clinical supervisor. And so you need to work with a supervisor that's willing to support you in your growth and kind of like helping you understand how you can leverage the skills that you have now and the knowledge that you have now and how can you do that in an appropriate, ethically responsible way. So it really looks it's there's no clear cut answer, I'll say that, unfortunately. Hi there. How are you? I've taken the LCSW 3 times. I want to control my own schedule. Um, I know the feeling. I took the LCSW exam 3 times as well. Passed it on my third. First time I failed by four. Second time I failed by one. And third time is when I finally got it. It is frustrating. I wholeheartedly agree. And depending on what state you're in, unfortunately, as well, that can make the experience a lot more difficult. In Massachusetts, they let you sign a waiver and you can retest as soon as you want to. In California, you have to wait 90 days. Um, there's nothing wrong with that. My really good friend who's a therapist, she passed on her 11th shot. Shout out to Nikki. I don't know if you're on here. I don't want to tell your story for you, but she 11 tries. She never gave up. And it's frustrating. It's time consuming. It's expensive. It's a lot of things. But the freedom that comes with once you get this LCSW, once you know how to leverage it, is I can't even describe and put into words. Like the freedom I feel now in my life and my career, I I could never. I can't believe there was a time I thought I would never get licensed. I'll just say that. How did you get licensed in multiple states? So, the ASWB registry had a department in their office. ASWB had a department in the office called a registry, and what you would do is pay them like $120, and they would apply on your behalf. So when I first did that, they got me licensed in Massachusetts and some other states I can't remember. But for the most part, you just go onto the state's website that you think you want to be licensed in, and you fill out their applications. Thank you. What tools did you use to study? I used the Therapist Development Center. I hired a private coach. I hired a hypnotherapist that I work with to manage my test anxiety, because what my coach helped me understand is like, you know the material, is just your test anxiety is getting in the way. And so I hired a hypnotherapist that I paid out of pocket. I don't remember how much our sessions were, but this was quite some time ago. I paid her. We met every week up until that session. And she had me like, she created like these hypnotherapy chants or whatever you call them. I don't know. I don't remember what you call them. Hypnosis or whatever. And that helped me kind of get into the mental space that I needed to get into the exam and pass it. Here to listen, second semester in MSW program. Awesome. Let me know if you have any questions. But freedom is everything. Oh, freedom is priceless. Freedom is priceless. I'm telling y'all, I once my student loans were paid off, I got licensed. I just feel so free. I remember the like feeling like shackles were on me when I was in community mental health. It's a grind. I'm not gonna make it seem pretty. I'm not gonna make it seem like it's the most amazing space. It's a grind, but use that to your advantage, right? And how I used it to my advantage was to get my student loans paid off. So I don't owe nobody nothing. I said this to somebody the other day. Like, I don't owe nobody nothing. If you see me enjoying my life, it's just the fruits of my labor, and God is good. That's it. But that's pretty much it. Um, what was I gonna say? Therapist. There's another tool. There's a study platform I want to show y'all, but I can't remember the name of the study. Oh, I think that's it. Study Mind. Is that it? No. Okay. Therapy Mind. Do you have to take their state exam? No, we only take one exam. Social workers have one national exam. That's it. You just have to transfer your scores. Now, you will probably have to pay to get those scores transferred, but that is it. That is it. No additional exams. And hopefully, once we get the, or if we ever get the, what am I thinking about? The reciprocity situation thing going, then that would eliminate all that. We'll see what happens. But, anyways, I wanted to share this study tool with anyone that's interested. I'm gonna flip my camera. Gotta flip all my cameras because we are on YouTube right now as well. Oh. Okay. So this study for your test, and the idea behind it, your exam rather, the idea behind it is kind of threefold, right? One, it's going to pair you with people who are studying in your area. So if you're somebody that knows that you want to study with other people, and you know that that's how you study best, then this will help sort of pair you with that person. The other idea that this does is like it leverages AI to build a customized study plan for you based on your needs, right? And how it does that is that you take a pre-assessment in a sense, and then based on their responses and based on your score, the AI will develop a study plan for you and basically give you access to that. And then lastly, the other thing that it does that's really cool is like it'll track your CEU credits for you. So like I don't know about any of y'all, but tracking all these CEU credits can get long-winded and just overwhelming. And there's no perfect system, right? There used to be track my CEUs, but I don't know what happened to that. But um, this can store your CEUs for you, and then that way you can sort of just bank them. And when you're ready to take your test or renew your license or whatever have you, then it will give you a generated report based on that. And then the other thing I said that was the last thing, but there's actually more. Log your hours. So for my pre-license folks, if you are um, tracking your hours and need a great way to do that, you can log your hours here, and this will actually allow you to log your hours and track your hours. And then when you're ready to submit for the board, you generate a report here, get that signed by your supervisor, and submit it for your board application. So it's sort of threefold. As you can see, it tracks hours, finds study buddies nearby, right, based on your zip code and all that good stuff. And these are the different. So also, it will ask you what licensure type you're working towards. Are you working towards your LCSW, your LMFT, your LPC? Um, and then based on that, it will give you the topic areas for your clinical exam. This is the buddies. These are the different buddies that are local in my area in Atlanta. For all, you can also filter by APC, LMSW, LCSW, LMFTA. This is called Therapy Mind. Um, and then tracking your hours. Now there is an additional fee to track your hours of $2.99, which I think, given I don't know how much people were paying for track my hours, but I think this is a pretty fair cost, if I do say so myself. And also, you can build out your profile. This is my profile here. And these are the different plans. So we have the free plan, right? And the free plan just includes you get access to 5 flashcard questions per day. So, like, in a lot of ways, the platforms that you use, which did I use for a little bit, but the questions were completely off from the exam. I can't remember, but I use it. Anyways, you get access to 5 flashcards per day. You get to view buddy profiles and basic progress tracking, right? Progress tracking in terms of like how you're doing with your studying plan that was made for you, et cetera, et cetera. And then you have the hours tracker you can add for $2.99 per month, which gives you unlimited clinical hour logging, supervision hour tracking, progress reports, and export, so you can download those reports, and supervisor management, so your supervisor can go in and check and click everything off. AI study plan is this is the customized AI plan based on your early pre-quiz that you're given, and you get personalized practice questions, learning style assessment, adaptive study schedule, unlimited flashcard access, and then you got the unlimited for $9.99, where you get basically everything, which I think is an awesome deal. So I just want to share that with you all. And let's see, can you name the telehealth platform that you use with AI again? Yeah, it's Auto Notes. Oh, let me see if I can drop it in the chat. AutoNotes.ai. There it is. AutoNotes.ai. Hopefully you can see that. This is my personal preferred platform for AI documentation. I think it has the best value in terms of like what you're getting and what you're able to do for the price point. And it just had like a promo where you pay like $150 for the entire year. And so, yeah. But, yep, I just want to share that with y'all. See if anybody has any questions. Let me know what y'all think. Just submitted my first immigration report of the year. What is your professional opinion on completing field work online? If you're a student, here's the thing. Like, I have MSW students right now who are doing their degree online, and I think it's better in person. But I understand that people have to do it in, online to accommodate themselves and accommodate their needs. But I will say, if you can get in person and do it and get that experience, that hands-on experience, I would definitely recommend that, because there are nuances and there are things that happen in these clinical spaces and these dynamics that kind of take place that you won't be privy to understanding unless you're inside the clinic. And I think if you can opt for getting in-person experience, I would opt for that versus telehealth. I don't think students are at a place where they are ready for telehealth yet. I think more seasoned people who have experience, who've done the in-person clinic and things like that, are more equipped to do the telehealth. Will you be doing the immigration mentorship? I might. I've been kind of holding off, but it's been something that I've been getting lots of questions about. So I'm thinking about making that happen when I get back from vacation. I just got to figure out how that's gonna look. I might just do one live training, charge folks, and then folks get certain levels of access to me to ask me questions and things like that to get up and running, and just kind of leave it like that rather than a long term. Because for me, when I hear mentorship, it's implied that I don't like. I personally don't agree with paying for mentorship, so I think it's more so in the coaching realm. So like, there's also that. But I think around February, March, probably just gonna do a live training. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm glad I could be helpful to everyone. Definitely gonna look into that. Hey there. You're welcome. You are very welcome. Yeah, I just think there's experiences that you need that happen in person versus online as a clinician. And when you're in your early years, especially you're still in school, those foundational years, I think it's really helpful to be in person to get that. So, oh, thank you so much. All right, well, listen, y'all. It's been good hanging with y'all. I gotta get some more stuff done because, like I said, I'm going on vacation this week. So we gotta make sure we wrap everything up in the office. But make sure you're following me on here on YouTube as well as I'm trying to create more helpful, engaging content. Thank you over there, long form content over there. I'm trying to keep my long form content there and then you sort of short term here. Um, but if there's anything that you all think of, and look out for the social work page transparency journals that will be coming out soon. This isn't it, but it will model this in a lot of ways. It'll be jam packed with lots of information to help you kind of guide you on your process. Would you post on YouTube about the immigration process? I already have. There's like 4 videos up there. 4 videos already. And then also, I'm probably gonna announce soon that I'm gonna do a live training, immigration training, for folks. I'm not sure on the pricing yet. I'll figure that out and make it make sense, and then I will share that with everybody. But until then, happy Monday. Y'all be good, and thanks for hanging out with me. I'm always just grateful when I have folks hanging out with me. Take care.